Hey guys, Mikey here at Chillin' After Work. Welcome to episode 15 of the Pokemon Z full playthrough series. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Just got into Luminalia City and now we're exploring it out. You're on the South Boulevard of Luminalia, my good appreciate. My most notable thing in this part of the city is the Pokemon Bastion. Although I also advise you to visit the cafeteria in case you could find something useful. Nice, so we gotta check that out. Thanks to my Meowstic's raw power ability, his psychic hits with a power of 120 instead of 90. Apply mathematics well in your favor and you will discover that a world of possibilities opens before you. Alright, let's see. Shit, I'm excited to see what goes on with this. What this town's about. Hope y'all are doing good, having a chill day so far. Staying blessed, Can't complain about too much. I think I'll have a bad day today. I woke up on the wrong foot. I don't know. I feel very negative. See, don't be like him. I'm great at weaving ribbons. What do you think about keeping this one that turned out so pretty? Hey, that's pretty good item too. I'll tell you something. Apparently they saw a strange Pokemon running on the river water on Route 6. Although he quickly entered a cave. Walking on water? They got Jesus Pokemon. When the king stands firm with the revolutionaries and puts an end to them, this city will once again be the flourishing metropolis that illuminates the entire world. Okay, let's see what's the rest of this city part over here. What you got, Shotty? Your assassin is adorable. Why do you train him with a lot of love? I've been trying to instill in my husband for a long time to treat his Pokemon as equals, but he continues with that old version of using them as mere tools. Damn, not a nice dude. Do not stand in the way of Justin, aspirant. We have a whole kingdom to put in order right now. This is the cafeteria? Masker Chimchar? No. Makihita for a Turtwig. Okay. Clamperl for a Piplup. As you have a Pokedex. Well, if I had one, I wouldn't hesitate to complete it, although the number of Pokemon seems never to stop growing. Do you want to No. I don't want to buy your stupid treats for 200. The revolutionaries have proposed an interesting idea for when the monarchy falls, if it falls. They are talking about creating a Pokemon League with the best trainers in the region representing it. This Pokemon League would rule over the Regents and would be in charge of determining who's the best trainer. Curious idea, isn't it? Sometimes the best virtue you can have is the life to be patient, because good things take time. That's why I prefer this ball. Yep, good things do take time. You rush it, it's always gonna fail. Always gonna fail if you rush stuff. I talk to y'all. No, have you ever heard of legendary evolution? Legend says that if a trainer gives a very powerful bond with his Pokemon, he will be able to unlock a very powerful additional evolution, but only for a short period of time. In other societies where humans and Pokemon collaborate more harmoniously, they have achieved this feat quite normally. Hey, I want to see this. I want to get some Mega Evolutions for sure. I'm passionate about Bug-type Pokemon. That's what I'm looking to collect them all. Would you trade a Scyther for a Heracross? What a shame. If I had a freaking Heracross, I would probably trade that because I love Scyther. Sometimes I think about leaving everything and taking a ship that leaves for the new world, where regions like Paldanians and Galarians have discovered beyond the seas. I would buy a fertile land and take care of it with my own hands. That's the goal, squad. Be living. There's Maria. Okay, Maria, let's see what you got to say to us, shawty. We haven't seen you in forever. There will soon be a build. They will soon begin to build a statue that will surpass the Manor Royal Cathedral in terms of majority. They say they are going to call it the Prism Tower. The Prism Tower. That's in Kalos, right? Luminalia City is made up of 4 boulevards: north, south, east, and west. For example, you look for Luminia Palace, you will find it on North Boulevard. So we're in South Boulevard. We ain't near any of that stuff right now. At all. You don't know me and I don't know you either. But for a reason too long to tell, this rock came into your hands. It belongs to you now. Right now, you will not be able to understand it, but the day will come when this rock will be important to you. The icy rock is going to be the saving grace. Team Athros has managed to recruit many youth and ambitious alchemists, offering them promises of power and knowledge. Here in Luminalia City, they are made good havoc, seducing a large part of the alchemist guild. Damn, that's not good. So they already got some of them on lock. They said, yeah, we got y'all on lock. Let's check out this last building. Oh, this is where the regent is? If you look for the regent of the city, your effort is useless. Some time ago, our regent abandoned his own son since he had been born with some deformities. But sometime later, overcame with the regret, he left the region and went very, very far away. No one has heard from him since. The son who should inherit the position of regent now lives in the cathedral. Does not have a regent ready for the position at this time. Okay, fuck y'all, man. Feels good to be home. I welcome you to the most beautiful and elegant city in the world, Mikey. But we'll leave for the tourism for later. Are you ready for a Pokemon battle? Well, I hope you've improved as much as I have. Let's get it, squad. She about to get cooked up. Big time. Big time, big time. Let's see what you got. Floetzel, okay. Da-na-na. I'm just gonna calm mine in your face. Yeah. Faster than me though, man. This thing's kind of slow. I'm level 66 and I'm slower than you. It's kind of sad. Hey, we're good. We're chilling. Hyper potion. Okay. Let's see how much Star does. Ooh, it should be dead. Finally hits the moves. Man, who is ready for ZA, bro? Let me know in the comments that you're ready for ZA after seeing that Floetzel. I'm so excited for ZA. I can't wait. Bro's got a gun, bro. He's got the Tommy gun. Bro, his is fire, bro. What is you talking about? Bro has a Tommy gun. That is hilarious. I mean, seriously. Hey, person that lived on 1. Let's go. That's a good ass design too. It's hard to pick them all. I can't wait to see Delphox now. Delphox probably might be my favorite. I'm gonna say he has a sword. This guy's like a joke. He's got like ghost and shit. He has a... Cause he already had the sword to begin with. But I'm saying like he's gonna have like an armor suit and shit. That's my predictions for the Delphox evolution thing. I'm not going to lose now that I have my super powerful Pokemon. Let's see. Damn, it lived. With the rock. Oh, you clicking the wrong move, buddy. Ubriantado. At least we got the dub. Let's get it, squad. I don't think she has anyone else. So south part of the city really didn't have anything to see. I can't beat you even with my super Floette. Thank you for the fight, Mikey. After what happened in Vantas Town, I was afraid I was becoming a violent person. I still don't fully understand what happened to me, but the best way I can explain it to you is that a kind of bond of power brought Floetzel and me together. And although it may seem hard to believe, I felt that my mother was with me, manifesting in my Pokemon. We felt powerful and invincible. Ah, that girl just stole my Pokeballs in broad daylight. So what has the city become to let crime run rampant? This is what happens when you let anyone from any region in. Mikey, please, please, help me find her. He ran towards East Ballot Boulevard. This dude really done stole the Pokeball like that too, bro. Some kids, man. Little crapheads. I'm ready to see what we get. I want to see something new. Travelers from the most diverse places always come to this city. That not only encourages the exchange of anecdotes between people, but also the exchange of Pokemon. Many foreign species of Pokemon were introduced this way. East. You come across the East Boulevard of the city. Here is the Manor Cathedral. Don't forget to visit it. And on the other side of the river, you have the Barrio de los Lamagros. But that's more of a place to avoid when you're sightseeing. This was given to me by an old woman who lives in the cathedral. Do you want it? Yes, I do want that. Where is the mince? Where is the mince? I must have another one. Modest mince. Where the fuck? Yo, where my mints at, squad? Am I crazy or something? Okay, here we go. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Queen Primula was also known as the most fertile woman in the kingdom, since she was able to conceive 17 children in a very few years. Many of those sons fell into disgrace in the years to come, losing their honor and their luster of their lineage. I suppose some descendants will still be around, hidden in some forgotten corners of the region. Damn, what if we are a descendant of her? The region we come from, Kanto, is not well known, but we will try to spread its culture to the world so that one day it will be important. That is why we come to Kalos. We want to open a dojo where we can transmit our knowledge. The Stanley Cathedral. The truth is that it's impressive. In Kanto, we don't have any buildings that tall. Shall I tell you a little urban legend about the cathedral? There was once a man born with severe malformities in his body and face. Still, he had a huge heart of gold beating in his chest. The local people did not know how to value that heart and judged him by his appearance, treating him like a monster. This man tired of the evil with which the world treated him, took refuge at the top of the cathedral to never be seen again. They say that if you hear the cathedral bells ringing sadly, it's because he is ringing them. They say that the Luminalia city was founded with the purpose of becoming a paradise for humans and Pokemon, living together in perfect harmony. Let it be known, let it be known. Citizens between 20 and 30 years old are reminded that they have already spent about a third of their lives. Let's hope the next third is better spent. Damn, this thing's huge, what? The Stanley Cathedral has suffered several fires throughout its history, and unfortunately not all of them have been accidental. We are not here to give answers, very few have them, but we can afford comfort and strength so that each other can arrive at the answers for themselves. Hell yeah. What's up, Shoddy? What you doing up here by yourself? It is useless for you to try to talk to the bell ringer. He has turned his back on the world because the world turned his back on him. And to think that he was the heir to a powerful regent a short time ago. Hot Ember, okay. Is this the boss? I'm guessing this is the boss. Yo, we got the Mercian key, bro. We like that. You in here? Cresselia? Hey, so these lead you to legendaries, it looks like then. That's pretty cool. It's locked, okay. You gotta probably find some way to talk to homeboy. Soon it will be time to ring the bells. The bell ringer will climb to the top of the cathedral and become the king of Kalos for a few months. What? Become the king? 5 centuries have passed since Shadow King Malvo committed the greatest of the sins, burning the eternal tree. The question is, why did he do it? Why does he want to bring an age of darkness to our world? He has evil things on his mind. You never know with these people. In each region of the world, different figures are worshipped. In Hisui, they have the great Sinnoh, a powerful creator of Pokemon. However, Pokemon seem to be consistent of all these cults, the source of their fascinations. There are many who fear Yveltal, the bird of death, for what it represents. But I think part of our maturity process is accepting him as an equal and an indispensable part of our existence. We worship mainly Xerneas and Yveltal, the ministers of life and death, respectively. In some places in Kalos, the cult of the third figure, Zygarde, still prevails. Its role in the work of the world is unclear, but it is believed that it keeps the cycle of life and death in constant balance. May the Pokemon protect you, and keep this for a little extra protection. What is that? I come here every day to remember my husband and my Pokemon partner. I survived them both, and I will take advantage of the time I have left to do as much good as I can before meeting them. Furfew, he's a fighting type now? Do you know that in Luminalia City, 2 Pokemon related to the moon are hidden? One is underground, in the dark crypts of the city, and the other one is said located near here on the upper floor of the cathedral. Here I find peace and meditation, to meditate on parents and children and life in general. Nature is everything, Pokemon, the world, and everything. The lineage of the royal family has been statues of forages built as a holy Pokemon that blesses crops and brings prosperity. This is why it is common for shepherds and peasants to carry a statuus of Forgus with them. Forgus, okay. There's that fucking dude. Excuse me. My bad. Barilo de la Malagros has been formed by many people who do not have the opportunity to find a place in the city. Those of us who live here suffer from certain hardships, but we are not by far the most miserable place in Luminalia City. According to the legend, near the art gallery there is a secret entrance to some crypts where the sick and crazy take refuge. Whoever enters that place does not leave, rather is a Pokemon or a person. Dang, we gotta check that out for sure. Sniff Niff, have you been in some kind of sewer? What a shame. Maybe you need this more than I do. The Barrio de Las Malagros has been formed by people who do not have the opportunity to find a place in the city. If it weren't for the support of our beloved Pokemon, it would be very difficult for us to get through everyday life. At some point, the people in power will take away our right to carry them. I have no doubt. The only thing we have to confront them. I can predict what fate awaits you for only 100 Pokecoins. What do you say? Those of us who live in the Barrio de los Malagros have been called scammers, thieves, and witches. But why? Are we all made of the same blood and the same flesh? Yes. If the people raise the Pokeballs against the king, the locals of this area will support the revolution. I'm sure that the world could be a better place that is a little fairer and better distributed for everyone. It's just a matter of the will to change. Yeah, we gotta bring that change, everybody, for real, for real. We have to really push that change. That's the stealing kid? Tell you, I'm just assuming this takes you back to south. Okay. Just wanted to see. Hee, come on, pick a hand left. This is what you get. Stupid attack things. Unholy swamp. I'm just trying to see the encounters. Anything new? Nothing new, so we ain't that excited about it. Give me that Pokeball. Come on, Cristiano, you are here too. Have your children also been stolen from you? How? Why were they going to rob? I have come to the city of orphanage to donate all the money I have, in case what I want to do doesn't turn out well, you know. Yes, your plan to infiltrate my family's palace with the cleric. Anyways, why do orphan children need money if they don't have parents who can buy them things? There's that terrorist girl, the one who stole my Pokemon. It will still be a misunderstanding. Speak calmly and be sure that you did very well. Thank you for bringing them here. You can keep this money I have for you. Thank you very much, Alka. Have you used the children to set a trap for us? Have you really fallen so low? I have a fairly close relationship with this orphanage. In my free time, I help out as a Pokemon battle teacher. Not to mention, this was my first home where I grew up. Poverty, hunger, and injustice have been a constant in my life. That's why I know them well. You're not going to give us any grief with those words. Not after seeing the torture and experiments it has caused on countless Pokemon. And not only that, but now she is pulling the strings to seize the power of the revolution against the king. That is precisely why I summoned you. Since I have grown to like you, I wanted to give you one last warning before the world changes. Leave Luminalia City as soon as possible. Tonight I will lead the revolutionary forces towards the palace. The king will be expelled forever, and everything that has to burn along the way will burn. Such is the magnitude of what must be done to achieve eternal peace. No, that's not going to happen. You won't even be able to defeat the king in your dreams. Besides, we already know what he really intends to do. We have deduced it. There's something secret hidden in the palace, right? Something that the Shadow King Mavald hid centuries ago. You and your alchemist hope to find that secret in the palace is yours. Of course you are going to find out. You are very intelligent. But secrets are not, and the king must fall. So much impassivity in the face of injustice and so much violence. None of that can go unpunished. If it is not too much of an indiscretion, what violence are you referring to exactly? You don't seem to be much older than us, so you haven't experienced any war. Does any of this resentment come merely from having grown up in a disadvantaged home? Does the revolt of the Barrio de los Maragos sound familiar to you? I had just been born, but I have read about her. It was a peasant revolt that originated in this neighborhood, right? That was harshly repressed by the king, the father of Aster Zephyr. There really isn't much written about him. Was she violent, as some authors say? You had to be there to know it. The king's forces used all available Pokemon artillery to bombard the neighborhood. Many of the residents managed to escape to nearby villages safely, but many of us are left hidden behind, totally forgotten. After the attacks of the king, my body was wounded and my limbs did not respond. I calmly waited for someone to help me. But no one came. Even after the soldiers retreated, no one came. Not even the common people of the city came to help. The corruption of the bodies that had been my neighbors, humans and Pokémon, everything around me reeked of degradation, and that was my last world for what must have been about a week. At face would have been it, I was found by a small Pokemon that had come to look around. Then I understood that this was not my end, but the beginning of something new. I don't want anyone else to have to go through something like that. I don't want any more decay in this world. The cycles of life and death is a curse, and I will do whatever it takes to free us from it. Our little meeting ends here. Now do what you want. I have already warned you that the Luminalia Palace, only suffering awaits you. You want to protect life, but to do so you are going to make many innocent people suffer. That doesn't make much sense, right? Do you think I don't know? But even with all those sacrifices, there are countless lives that will be saved forever. Even if there is God in this world. If one day I find myself before him awaiting his judgment, you don't think he'll forgive me? Damn, bro, this shit's intense, deep. What a sinister woman. Why bring us here to give us that ominous speech? Well, you can say what you want. I'm going to the palace immediately. I'm going to help my father, Mr. Merlot, in the defense against the revolutionaries. As for you, you're grown up now. Do whatever you want. I'm not going to persuade you to take sides in this, Mikey. But there's something you should know. Master Maria has devised a plan to sneak us into the Lamia Palace. If you want, you can meet him inside the Manor Cathedral on this same boulevard in this city. Once inside the palace, you can help however you want to the cause that you most consider most just. Okay. What should we do, man? It's telling me help the revolutionaries, man. Hey, is that a Pokemon you're carrying with you? I already knew. I know how to recognize a Pokeball because I've seen it in books. I've also read that if you want to improve it, you need the blessing of the statues of Queen Primrose that lie in the depths. I have no idea what it means. The truth is I don't know anything about the book. Pokey toy. The professor comes from time to time to teach us. She knows everything about Pokemon battles. Is it true that challengers can choose between a grass starter, fire starter, and water starter? Why not a bug type, if they are the best? Literally, we lost our parents, but there are also parents who lost their children. For example, King Aster lost his daughter and also his wife. He must be very sad all the time, right? Isn't my Meryl cute? One day I will become the strongest trainer in the world with him. In this house, we try to welcome those children or little Pokemon from the city who have lost their parents. However, resources are incredibly scarce. Trainer, would you please make a donation? Alright. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. May the blessing of the 3 guilds join you on your journey. Hey, you better hook it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? We just gave you 10 racks. You can find a shortcut to the unholy swamp here. You know that the witches guard the path around Manta City. They don't want anyone to investigate their magical secrets, although they say that a certain ancestral amulet is capable of scaring them away. My sparrow is going to send a letter to a relative in Profane Town. With any luck, I'll be able to alert them before the situation with the revolutionaries gets ugly. Please, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you please give me restore all? I don't feel well. You have a huge heart. After drinking this, I feel much better. Sorry I can't reward you with more than this, but this is all I have. Stale bread. There's only garbage. Do you want a cadabra? No. I don't want your regular cadabi. I'm good on that, squad. The Quarter of Miracles was severely attacked about 20 years ago when the father of Aster Zephyr was still reigning. The pretext of the attack was that witchcraft was practiced here at night. Something totally ridiculous. Are you cold? You and your Pokemon can warm up at the bonfire. You'll feel much better. Oh, nice. Heals your mons. On the other side of the river stands the Barrios de los Milagros, the most marginal and unfortunate area of the city. Those of us who pass through here always find chills at the sight of it, contemplating the price that some have to pay so that a few others can live there. And he who does not feel chills simply does not have a heart. This is the cathedral thing. In life, there are two types of people: the ignorant and those who know how to take advantage of the information. An aristocrat from Galar was recently visiting the city. It looks like he left some money in a pot at Cafe Condoria. Customs from there, I guess. Team Athros will attack the city at any moment, taking advantage of the momentum of the revolutionary. Get to safety as soon as possible, and especially stay away from Luminalia Palace as much as you can. Well, I lost my hammer. Well, I still use my Pokemon to work. Your hammer's right here. What are you talking about? This bro, dude, your hammer's right there, bro. He just wanted to use his Pokemon, make him work. He's just weirdo. For real, for real. Is this the... No, this is the church. Oh, he's... Okay, so he just... He's there now. Before we do that, I want to explore. My Furfrou is the best of the best. Did you know that there's a house near here where you can change his external appearance? I see you're doing well with Pokemon alchemy. Have you tried making one of those amulets that tracks wild Pokemon of a certain type? If you also use a Pokecompass, you can particularly control what your first encounter with a wild Pokemon will be in each area you go. Interesting, right? Yeah, we talked to that shit already. North, we didn't go here. We didn't check this out. You see this pillar here? It was a gift from a king from an ancient and distant region. It symbolizes an alliance between Kalos and other places in this world. In the end, despite our differences, many other things unite us. Hello, we apply different styles to Furfrou, giving a new appearance and style and type, plus it will become a little stronger. Of course, you have to bring in necessary components so that we will apply the appropriate style. Dang, okay. You need sugar to apply this style. Once you enter the Furfrou sect, you never leave. And I say sect is the most literal sense of the word. Next week we have a collective suicide. What the fuck? Do you want a component for makeup? Consider that each elemental type of Pokemon drops type of elemental substance. For example, if you want to apply psychic style to your Furfrou, you have to bring dream fluid. Recently it was discovered that certain makeups used could be poisonous to both humans and Pokemon. Since then, the use of natural and harmless substances for this type of treatment has been strictly regulated. Shit, so we find a Furfrou and we might run that as like an Eevee. Sometimes I wish I could give the whole high society life just to get away from this, you know? Like when a Pokemon uses this item. Hey. Like when they use that eject button. Yes, I want to surf on this water. Big Pearl. Big useless. Big useless. There's a strange man looking at me on the other side of the water. Hey, that dude's got problems. Although Luminalia City may seem big to you, the truth is at the time it did not exceed the size of Golden City, the ancient city at the foot of the eternal tree. The clerics are still out there. Have they managed to rebuild the place? It's difficult with the threat of hostile Pokémon. We saw that page back here. Thought you was slick. Thought you was slick. And this the way to go up here? Where does this take you? Okay, don't even tell you the route. Anything new? Nothing new though. No new encounters? Come on, squad. Many children get lost in the unholy swamp, especially in witchy times like autumn. When are the surveillances on these roads going to be reinforced? Fairy and ghost type Pokemon are my favorites. I think I should become a witch when I grow up. You crazy shot. You're on North Boulevard, the richest part of the city. Here is the Luminalia Palace, the home of the royal family. Okay, this takes you to west. Okay, that's the palace and shit. Do not try to enter the Luminalia Palace unless you want to take a few double blades from the Go-Go. For security measures right now, only authorized personnel are allowed through, such as musketeers. Is this... We are cooling a problem with the rebels in the desert. You have to find another way. What's up, Granny? If you continue along this path, you will reach the largest desert area of Kalos. A desert in the middle of these green meadows is something unusual, but they say that it is not a natural desert, but rather it is the work of a very powerful ground Pokemon. In any case, today the area is not very inhabited, except for a small town that adapted to the hot climate. My mother is a musketeer. She even trained with Regent Calnola. She surely will be able to protect the city from the evil ones. Hey, do you happen to have one of those Electrovirus? Would you want to extract it from my Magmortar? Only authorized. Okay, so you can't go that way, squad. Check out the west side. See what the west side's about. There are things that cannot be seen with the eyes, but that's very true, like love. Likewise, some of the things you see are faker than a cosmic type Pokemon. Don't pay too much attention to me. I say a lot of nonsense. There's some over here. What's going on over here? Hello? There ain't nothing over here. He's tripping. Oh, he can just go. Oh, there's a way. Oh. Hey, dust. Bro. All that for a dust ball? Bro. Man, this dude's got talent flames just flying in his crib. Do you know a lot about Pokemon? Well, tell me something. What berry is used to cure sleep? Okay, I can't. I didn't know what that was. Petra, there's always a poison berry in there. I'm the manager of the Talonflame Airline. It is a transportation line that you use to transport yourself in the air between city and city. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, squad. Getting us right, we chilling now. Do you want to participate in our raffle? If the number on your coupon matches the ID number of one of your Pokemon, you can win fabulous numbers. First of all, you're going to look at the lucky number of today's coupon. 23202. Now let's see if any of the matching ID numbers in your Pokemon are. What do you have? What do you have? Get your lens here if you want your lens. Eviolite. 70 grand? Yo, y'all tripping. The market is a monument to consumerism and those capitalistic ideas that are coming to us from Galar. In my time, we only brought what was essential and tried to squeeze as much out of it as possible. For example, if we bought a Repel, we tried not to take more than 10 steps a day so as not to use it quickly. It was hard when you had to sleep on the street because you couldn't get home, when things had value. I have problems with this carnival idea from Profane Village making a living, but do they have to do it in my neighborhood, so close to my house? Stones, if you need some stones. Yeah, all the stones here. This smart. Okay, yeah, we talked to you. Sorry. Oh man, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you again. Okay, focus bin, wise glasses. Pretty cool items, not gonna lie. Ooh, I didn't even see what encounters. Oh, the furfew. Shit, you know what? Let's try this out. Let's get the normal thing. Get a normal one. Catch us a furfew real quick. Okay, we don't want to see you. We want to see a furfew. Bro. You have to use it too? Like, where is it? Come on, come on, come on. Normal aim. Okay. So now we should find it quick, right? Find this furfew. There we go, squad. Let's get it. Let's psychic him. I think like he should be good. Like, live a psychic pretty good. Oh my. If we don't crit, bro. Come on, bro. My luck. My luck with shit like that be crazy. Shit, I'm probably doing a rock one if I have something for rock. Hey, let's get it, squad. Lived on 1 health. I'm calling him Rocky. Why is it not? What, bro? This thing is being. It's being weird. My bad, y'all. We want to replace Parasect for sure. Okay, let's get it, yo. We got a new team member. The coffee around here is good, but the best I've ever tried is made in a very far away place. I don't think anyone like you can visit it. Beauty and the Monster is my favorite story. It tells the tragic story of a trainer who falls in love with her Pokemon, which can turn human form. That's some weirdo shit, squad. We didn't go to this one. I'm looking for a Wormadam. Okay. Masquerain for Ottawa. The stars only shine at night. That's why I never work during the day. I'm looking for a Rapidash for my trip to Pig. So these is where you can get like the starters if you want them. You're under the turtle flag of Professor Oliver, right? All aspirants are under the care of a Pokemon professor. Well, you should know though that many years ago, Professor Oliver worked as an alchemist for the court of the royal family itself. For some reason, this information they are trying to hide. Damn, so she probably strong. Super strong. She worked for the king and stuff. Look, there are some ornamental steps that the Komodo sisters of Johto taught me to make. Okay, now you. Here's a Crippe. I love Aromatose for a Slurpuff. Okay. If you want aromatose, I don't know who'd want that. You're on the West Boulevard of the city. The highlights here are the art gallery and the world market. Prepare your pockets well. My Pokemon wants to visit the art gallery. He doesn't say it to me in words, of course, but I perceive it anyway. So much time together. If you use the surprise moves well in a double combat, you could gain an extra turn. It's a secret trick that my older brother, who knows a lot about Pokemon battles, taught me. Have you seen that shaggy Skideo resting next to the cafe? His trainer abandoned him years ago, but he continues to wait for him. Fortunately, the people in the cafeteria feed him and take care of him. Go. Go. The Victor Arc hides a certain secret. If you cross the portal carrying with you a dark capture spear, a new path will open before you. The dusk ball begins to shine. Do you want to travel to the crypts of the Luminalia? No, we're gonna go there, but let's just explore the rest of this. The Victory Arc accommodates the many conquests that the King of Kalos have carried out since the time of Queen Tornasora. Although the power of our kingdom seems to fall, we will shine again with strength. Yes, sir, we will always shine up. We talk to you. I have submitted my paintings again to the art gallery. They have been rejected again. I think the art is not my thing. I would dedicate myself to politics. It'd be a boring life, buddy. Full of misery. The art gallery does not stop expanding. How good is that artist? Continue to work to make life living work. Damn, this shit's huge. What the hell? Immortalizing characters, Pokemon scenes. I find it fascinating. If you make a drawing of this game made from the heart, it will surely appear in this room at some point. Hey. Yeah, that's clean. How is it possible to create works like these with pencils and colors? It seems like a powerful, like some sort of magic. Oh, this is awesome, bro. What you talking about? Professor Oliver. Yo, this is dope. This actually brings a smile on my face. Wow. Yo, check these people out too, wherever they might be. Pokemon Z Beta, King Aster. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, this is awesome. There's a special section downstairs with paintings banned, censored, or something like that. The pair they only let in trainers who have accomplished a historic and great feat like saving humanity. This is where you can get the adult art section. However, you haven't showed enough strength to answer. That's funny as shit. How curious. Your face seems familiar to me. Are you sure you don't appear in some of these paintings? Hey. Yo. Check out that dude, the main guy who made made the people forms and stuff. That's actually super dope to see that, man. Let's see what this is. The Crypt of the Luminalia. Any new mons? Any new mons? No new mons, though. Come on, squad. When are we gonna get some new mons? Dunno, this is creepy, though. Dunno. Very creepy. Locked the doors and stuff. Trying to see if you could like click on that and it'll bring you somewhere maybe. Let's see what this is. Hey, that's actually pretty good. It's one of the best dark moves. Or shadow ghost moves, I mean. You cannot complain getting that. This is the start right there. A rare bone. Give doggy a bone. Give doggy a bone. Hey, we can go down more. Yo, what's up with y'all right here? Welcome to the home of the homeless. No evil can overtake you in this refuge. But please do not reveal the way through the crypts to anyone. Your heart seems anguished by something. Your luck tells me. I know it won't solve your grief, but do you need me to heal your Pokemon? I will pray that you will be able to forgive yourself one day. I have made a new type of ball. With everything I know, would you like to buy it from me? The Esper Ball. I hope you find good use for it. How's the world up there? I haven't heard from it in a while. I prefer to stay here safe with my friends and Pokemon. This dude look weird as hell. What is up with that, dude? If you continue along this narrow path, you will find some catacombs that connect with Profane Town. In the past, they served as an escape route for the hopeless from the rest barrels of the powerful. But now we prefer to keep these paths hidden until the passage of time leads them to the oblivion. I advise you to leave if you don't want to end up badly. Blackfeather. Happy smelly crypts. If I find my belongings, I would get out of here. Where did I hide them? Behind a skull with glowing eyes, somewhere in the tunnel. Explosive powder squad. So this is just escape? Or does this take you farther into the crypt? Northern catacombs. Nothing new really though. Yeah, let's hit this lever. Oh, we still got to get the other lever somehow. Probably find that later in the story. Oh, I guess that's it for those little catacomb things right here. I'm still gonna explore it a little more. There's probably gotta be some more. Like we could find that dude's stuff probably. We went this way. We didn't check up here. That's a dead end. Yep. Some good twisted spoon. That's kind of good for my starter. Get away from me, bro. Get away from me. Like literally, bro. Ooh, Marion Key. We have to make one. I wish you'd just like you could click on something and then it would let you make that, whatever you're trying to make. Meridian Key. Hey, we can actually make 2 of them, okay? We're actually lit for real. That's actually so good. Locked. Let's see what it is. The Meridian Key to break the sealed door. Okay, now I'm scared. What is this? Spirit Tomb? Ooh, it's Darkrai. Okay, so if you want Darkrai, this is where Darkrai is. I'm not that interested in them. You know, I like them. I always have like those legendaries. It's just like, you know, you're playing a new game. I want to use new stuff. Even if it's one of my favorite mods and they're broken, I want to use something different. Now, if it was a different form, then I would use it, but it seems to be the same form. This thing looks like this is the end of the cave, honestly. Alright. I'll use a Spirit Tomb to travel back. That's pretty fucking dope. Alright, y'all. This is where we're going to end episode 15 of the Pokemon Z full playthrough series. Next episode, we're going to see what happens with the story. We're going to meet up with Maria. So I'll see y'all on episode 16. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.